your mind away.
Hey vinyl community, it's Michael. Welcome back to Near Wild Heaven. What we're listening to right now, this is the Spider song, Don't Blow Your Mind. This was recorded like in 1965 or 1966. And this band later became known as the Alice Cooper Group. So there you go, Spider, really good stuff. This is a Sunday's reissue from 1998. Really good stuff. So, and today's video, I got some unexpected VCLT. I'm going to show that. I'm going to show a few things I picked up, and then the rest of the stuff is going to be stuff I've been listening to the past week. So first up, I got some VCLT from Steve Carlson, and he sent me this, the Laughing Hyenas Merry-Go-Round. I really haven't had a chance to listen to this yet. I just got it today in the mail, and but I did listen to another Laughing Hyenas album on YouTube a couple days ago, and I had never really heard the band. I've heard of the name, but I never really heard them. So I listened to one of their albums on YouTube, and it's really good punk rock, kind of sometimes a little bit goth. Now that's the other album that I listened to, not this one. So I'm going to be listening to this one and probably do a review of it in a future video. But yeah, so good. Steve, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much for this. I'm flabbergasted. You know, all I can say is thank you so much, Steve. Really good album, really good band, and this was in the package. The Santa smoking something there, so nice little artwork from Mr. Carlson. So okay, the next albums I got are stuff that I just picked up recently, and this is a 10-inch EP by Man or Astroman. If you've been watching my videos the past few months, I've been really getting into this band, and I just picked this one up. This is a 10-inch EP with got 7 songs on it, and I haven't gotten a chance to listen to this one yet, but really good stuff from Man or Astroman. Always good to pick up their stuff. And then I found this. This is the Electric Eels Spin Age Blasters. The Electric Eels are a band from Cleveland. They were the first punk band in Cleveland. This is recordings made from like 1975. And it's some of the stuff I have on other records, but there's a lot of stuff on here that I don't have. So it was nice to pick this up. The Electric Eels Spin Age Blasters. Yeah, pretty good stuff. Kind of noisy. If you want to check out my It Came From Cleveland series, I did a whole thing about the Electric Eels. So if you want to check that out and find out more about this band. But yeah, really good stuff from the Electric Eels Spin Age Blasters. And then I found this. This is a 12-inch of the Teardrop Explodes. And none of this stuff is on any of their albums. But it's got 5 songs on it, and it's like You Disappear from View, Suffocate, which is a new version, Ouch Monkeys, Soft Enough for You, and the Encyclopedia. Encyclopedia is spelled like psychedelic. So, yeah, but this is pretty good. I think this is the last thing that they put out before they disbanded and Julian Cope went on to a solo career. But yeah, really good stuff from the Teardrop Explodes. This came out in, of course it doesn't say, but I'm going to guess about 83, 84 maybe, somewhere around there. But yeah, Teardrop Explodes, 12-inch EP. And the next one, this is The Backs, Out of the Backs. This is like garage psych a little bit. It's more garage than it is psych, but it's pretty good. I've only listened to this a couple of times. I picked this up like last weekend, so I haven't really listened to a good portion of it. But yeah, not bad. Out the Backs by The Backs. And then I got this. This is Crawling Walls, Inner Limits. This came out in 1985. This is on Vox Records. This is garage psych, if you couldn't tell by the cover. But yeah, it's really good. Lots of really good guitar work on here. I don't really know a whole lot about this band, but I know they were in the Knights of Fuzz book. So that's where I first heard about them. And yeah, but look at that artwork. Really good. That's one thing that attracted me to this album, was the artwork. So good. But yeah, really good stuff. Garage Psych from 1985 from the Crawling Walls. Really good stuff. And up next, this is a band I just discovered. This is Viv A Cauldron. And the name of the album is Vivian's Fountain. This came out in 1985. These guys are from Detroit. They're a 3-piece, 2 guys and a girl, and the girl plays drums. But yeah, this is really good stuff. This came out in 1990. But they had, like, I think 3 albums before this. And they started, I think, around 1984. So this is like their 4th album, their 4th and last album. But it's really good. It's like kind of a modern day psychedelic sound to it. But the songs on here, like Faith, Life is Here, Drawn, Horizon Escape, May as Well, Channel Lore, Sweet Soul Gift, Magnolia, Broken Code, Life Trance, Timetable. It's all pretty good stuff. Viv A Cauldron, Vivian's Fountain from 1990. And okay, that was all the stuff that I just picked up in the last couple of weeks or so. And the rest of these is going to be just stuff that I've been listening to this past week. And up first is The Wipers, Youth of America. Really good punk rock. These guys are from the Pacific Northwest, possibly like Portland, Oregon, I believe. But yeah, so good. Every album by this band is just excellent. Greg Sage was a fantastic guitarist and songwriter, and he inspired a lot of people. He inspired Kurt Cobain and many other people, but it's a great band from the Pacific Northwest in This is a 2007 reissue. Originally came out in 1981. But yeah, great stuff. Got songs like Taking Too Long, Can This Be, Pushing the Extreme, When It's Over, No Fair, Youth of America. All of it is really good. If you really like punk rock and you don't know about these guys, check them out. They're really, really good. The Wipers, Youth of America. And up next, I went for some space rock. This is UFO. This is a reissue. I'm not sure what the original title of this album was, but this is a German reissue from 1973. I think this album originally came out like in 1970, 71. Well, it's called Flying, but it's subtitled 1 Hour Space Rock. But this is really good. Lead guitar on here by Mick Bolton. Bass guitar by Pete Way. And Phil Mogg on vocals. And Andy Parker on drums. But really good stuff. Really spacey. Kind of in the vein of maybe Guru that I showed a couple weeks ago. It's got that kind of spacey feel to it, but really good stuff. If you like early UFO, check this one out. UFO Flying 1 Hour Space Rock. And then I got into some of this. This is the Masters Apprentices. This is their first album from 1965 originally. This is Australian pressing from, I think, the early 2000s, I believe. But yeah, it's really good stuff. Garage rock. Similar in styles, maybe the Standells, Chocolate Watch Band, that type of stuff. But really good. Songs like But One Day, Wars Are Hands of Time, Dancing Girl, I Feel Fine, which I don't think is the Beatles song, My Girl, Undecided, Hot Gully Wind, Theme for a Social Climber. They do a cover of Johnny Be Good. But yeah, really good stuff. Garage rock from Australia from the mid-60s. Masters Apprentice. Great stuff. And up next, this is the Psychic Eels, One Track Mind. This is this came out in 2012. It's kind of like a little bit shoegaze, maybe. It definitely has that drone sound to it. But yeah, this is great stuff. It's kind of mellow. Kind of reminds me a bit of Frankie Teardrop Dead. Not totally, but it has a little bit of that sound to it. But really good stuff. The Psychic Gills, One Track Mind. Song on here that I really like is called See You There. Great stuff from Psychic Gills. This band's been around for a little while. I'm not sure how many albums they have out. I know they got more than just this album. But yeah, pretty good stuff. The Psychic Gills, One Track Mind. And up next, this is the Electric Eye, Electric Wisdom. This is punk rock. These guys are from Detroit, I believe. There's not a whole lot of information on here. There's just lyrics and stuff like that. But I believe they're from Detroit, and this is from like the early 2000s. But really good stuff. First time listening to this, I kind of felt like, I don't really like this because of the guy's vocals. It's not like through the whole album, but through some of the songs he has like a screaming sound to his voice. But I kind of got over that and got into more of the music, and it's pretty good punk rock from Detroit in the early 2000s. The Electric Eye, and the name of the album is Electric Wisdom. And then I had to go with a classic here. This is the Velvet Underground Loaded. This is original press from 1970. Yeah, this is great. This is a well-known album in the VC. Lots of great stuff on here. Who Loves the Sun, Sweet Jane, Rock and Roll, Cool It Down. New Age is, I love that song. It's just a great mellow Velvet song. And Head Held High, Lonesome Cowboy Bill, I Found a Reason, Train Round the Bend, and the last song on here, so good, called Oh Sweet Nothing. Great stuff from the Velvet Underground. I saw a video on YouTube of David Johansen from the New York Dolls, and he did a cover of Oh Sweet Nothing, and it was fantastic. I was blown away by it. But yeah, Velvet Underground Loaded, classic album. A lot of people have this. It's just so good. If you don't know it, check it out. It's a great album. The Velvet Underground Loaded. And last one here, this is Santana Lotus. This is a 3-album set. It came out in the 80s sometime, I believe, early 80s. But yeah, it's really, really good. They're live. I'm not even sure where this is recorded. I bought this used, and I know a friend of mine a long time ago, he had this, and it had like all these posters and all this stuff in it. This one didn't have anything. I bought this used for like 20 bucks. But yeah, the pressings sound immaculate. They sound fantastic. And if you like Carlos Santana and his guitar work, this is a beautiful album to have. If you're really into Santana, you need to check this out if you don't already know about it. It's a 3-record set from Japan, Santana Lotus. So there you go. That's it for this week. I want to thank Steve Carlson again for the great VCLT. Thank everybody for who subscribed this past week, and just thanks to everybody in general for watching and commenting. So take care, VC, and I'll see you next week.